This is what everybody wants to talk about. MEPP early retirement termination. Okay. So early retirement is available anytime after age 55. However, your pension benefit will be reduced 0.5% per month less than age 65. And that sucker counts down from 65 to whenever you leave. Now, after age 55, eligibility, I always have trouble with that word, for either an immediate reduced pension benefit or you can defer an unreduced pension payable at age 65. So after 55, you don't have to take the hit. You can retire at 57 and then defer your pension to 65. That way you don't take the penalty. Okay? So you don't automatically eat the penalty. There's options. Prior to age 55, you have an option for an immediate lump sum. So commuted value transfer, CVT. That is also hit with the penalty, though, from age 65. Okay? So you're not going to get that massive amount. Or you can defer it again, payable at age 65. Prior to age 55, there is a 24-month non-contributory waiting period. So you cannot pull your money out if you're under 55 for 24 months. I actually have this question all the time. Obviously in Toronto we get a lot of people through. Very common question, okay?
Sure. Yeah, so after you leave, right, if someone quits Air Canada, you are entitled to your money, take it with you, but you have to go 24 months without contributing to the plan. So basically you have to be gone for 2 years before you can move the money over. It has to go to a locked-in retirement account. You have to set that up with your bank. So a little bit of paperwork involved. It's a little bit complex. All right, so if you have a spouse at your date of retirement, your spouse will receive the 60% lifetime survivor benefit starting the month after your death unless waived. So again, like Paul said, 60% of what you are earning for a monthly benefit, the spouse will receive 60% of that. If you're single, 60-month, 120-month, or 180-month guaranteed pension. So these are guaranteed payments that will go to your beneficiary after you die. If you die after retirement, but prior to the age of 60, 120, or 60, 120, or 180-month guaranteed monthly payment period, a lump sum equivalent of the remaining guaranteed monthly payments will be paid to your beneficiaries, like I said. Now the topic of death of a member. In active service, your spouse or beneficiaries, if single, will receive a community value for 100% of the pension that you're owed. This is the same as the defined benefit plan. If you die in active service, at least you will know that your beneficiary or your spouse is receiving 100% of what you are owed. After retirement, spouse will receive 60% benefit. As we said before, unless both the member and the spouse have chosen the lesser pension benefit option. Your spouse or beneficiaries will need to inform the plan administrator in writing of your death as soon as possible after your death. To name or change beneficiaries, you must submit a beneficiary form. It's available on the MEPP website or from the fund administrator. If you are diagnosed with a terminal illness prior to retiring and have a life expectancy of less than 24 months, you may elect to take your pension as a commuted value transfer option regardless of your age. So, now we get into the important stuff, the math. It's actually a fairly simple formula, especially for the multi-employer plan. So it is the total contribution, so everything you put in throughout your career, multiplied by the benefit factor. So the example we have here, total lifetime contributions, $100,000. So again, this is for your entire career based on the 6% you put in and the 6% the employer puts in. $100,000 multiplied by 1.15% equals $1,150 per month payable for life as a standard form pension. All other options will be actuarial reduced equivalent pensions. So the example here is taking a reduction for 36 months. So instead of retiring at age 65, this person opts to retire at age 62. takes the 0.5%, multiplied by the 36 months, equals 18%. Multiplied $1,150 by the 18%, loses $207 off the pension, off the monthly pension. So instead of it being a $1,150 pension, you reduce it by $207 for $943 per month, payable for life from age 62. So age 62 to 65, $33,948 pension, break even, age 78.67 years. Note that monthly pension payments are rounded up to the next higher whole dollar amount. All right, so contributions, 12% of all collective agreement earnings. The overtime is optional, as stated before. Now it is an opt-out, so everybody should be automatically opted in unless they sent the letter out saying that they've opted out from it. Standard form pension has the 1.15% benefit rate. So this is an example based on someone working career and what their average earnings would be. If your wages were $50,000 per year times the 12% between the company and the employer's contributions, 6,000 contributions per year over a 35-year contributory period would be $210,000 total lifetime contributions. So the pension at age 65 would be $210,000 times 1.15%, $2,415 per month. Obviously, you can take a calculator, put in some of your own earnings in there, kind of make a projection for yourself. But this is just one example of someone making $50,000 a year. If wages are $94,000 per year times 12%, it's $11,280 per year times the 35-year contributory period, $394,800 total lifetime contributions for a pension at age 65 of $4,540 per month. Okay? So you see, obviously, the more you put in, the more you'll take out at the end.
But it never goes up by like 2% the cost of living.
What's that, sorry?
The cost of living or inflation? Nothing.
No,
It
it's
just
not,
remains.
yeah, that's flat. It's not,
It's not indexed.
an index for inflation, no. So, contributions, 12% of all collective agreement earnings. Standard form pension with the 1.15% benefit rate. Now they use the example of $94,000 because that is the cap in the Air Canada defined benefit plan currently, right? $94,000 a year. So in the maximum annual pension payable in the old legacy defined benefit plan is $60,000, so about $5,000 per month. So this you're going to see is one major benefit of the multi-employer plan is that there is no cap. There's no cap for the amount of earnings you can put into it in a year. There's also no cap for how many years you can put into it. So if your wages were $120,000 per year multiplied by the 12%, equal $14,400 going to the plan, contributions per year over a 35-year contributory period, $504,000 total lifetime contributions. Pension at age 65 would be $5,796 per month. Okay, so that's one major advantage of this plan. So, application process. Must contact the fund administrator in writing at least 1 month before you plan to retire. The administrator's email is admin@immep.ca. They usually are pretty quick to respond, call.
They almost actually always,
Almost
whether it's
always.
email or calls, it's right away.
They're very good. And any questions you could send to them also as a plan member, and they're really good at getting you a thorough response very quickly. Pension payments will commence on the first day of the month after your last day of work prior to the retirement date that you requested. Your pension is always paid on the first day of your month, and your requested retirement date should be the first day of the month following the month you wish to stop working. So of course, if you wish to work at your last day prior to retirement, December 20th, then January 1st would actually be your first day officially.
I don't even know if we need the clicker.
It's for pointing them out.
I was gonna say, yes, more for points.
It worked great when we were rehearsing, and now it's
All right, so we're just gonna do a quick review of the MEP plan rules, okay? So obviously your membership is from your date of hire, matching 6% member and 6% Air Canada contribution rate. Benefit rate, 1.15 of total lifetime contributions paid monthly. That just increased, by the way, but
yeah, that was a few months back.
few months, yeah, so that's new. Normal retirement age, unfortunately, is 65. Early retirement is available anytime after age 55, but you're going to take the reduction of the 0.5% per month, counting down from 65. Your CVT, your lump sum payment, is available prior to age 55. Obviously, though, the CVT cannot be withdrawn from the MEP until that 24-month non-contributory period has expired. Again, do not forget, you always have the option for a deferred, unreduced pension payable at age 65 to avoid the reduction in your benefit. So you can always leave Air Canada and just defer your pension to 65.
So
Question?
if we work till 67, then the additional amounts will just add to it?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Your spouse receives a lifetime 60% survivor benefit. And single members can elect to receive the standard form single life 6120 or 180 month guaranteed pension. All right, MEP enrollment forms. Air Canada sends personal information to the MEP weekly and payroll information to the MEP bi-weekly. The administrator will send an enrollment form to your home address within 60 days. You have the obligation to keep your contact address current with Air Canada and the MEP admin. That's not their problem, that's your problem. So please keep up to date with that. The MEP administrator can be contacted from the MEP website. There's the contact link yet again, www.iammepp.ca, contact HTML. This is in your package, so. Where and how to find information. This seems to be the big thing. A lot of people can't seem or don't know where to look. The info is out there. So first of all documentation forms and personal information is available on the MEP website. We beat that into you already. MEPP.ca. The MEP website is bilingual. Any forms you need can be downloaded from the documentation link. You can email the MEP administrator directly using the contact link. Members' personal pension information can be accessed from the secure member login. So that gives you your profile, contributions, annual statements, and pension estimates. Who actually has their login and uses that portal? Just a show of hands. Okay.
about right.
Highly recommend you get that set up. You will have to call or email the admin to get your password to set up your profile.
Admittedly, it's not ideal, the website so far. It's got, hopefully we're pushing for some upgrades to it.
Yes, I actually was talking to the airline coordinator in Ottawa. We were there lobbying. I have some complaints about this site. They claim they're going to address, which I believe. So this is what the pension website looks like. All right, there's your documentation. It's highlighted for you there. But, okay, who actually has been to the website before? Okay, so a few more. Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that. All right. Summary plan description. That's a 17-page PDF. Goes through basically everything what we just discussed, but it's there. You can print that off. Okay, this is when you want to you do the member login. You have to use specific browsers. It's not compatible with everything, unfortunately. You'll see the secure login there. And then you're going to need your email address, which would be your Air Canada email. It's not going to be your personal email, because they have your Air Canada email on file. And your password. And that's what you're going to have to call or email to get your password, okay? Now once you get that, you're going to pull this up. And you can see just from across the top there, it's, let me just go to this one. You have options across the top, your pension estimate, your annual statement, recent contributions, member profile. Here's your profile report. This needs to be updated. That's what I was on them for. This looks like it was done on a Commodore 64. Very frustrating. All right. Then this, you can actually see your contributions. So you have a record of all the monies you've contributed, which is great. This is it's not exactly the same. It gives you the same information that's available to the defined benefit group. Okay. It's just because it's not through Air Canada, it's not on Aeronet, so it's not quite as convenient. Okay. And then we have your pension estimates. This, in my opinion, this is broken. This estimator, this calculator does not work because it only allows you to put in your wage for 1 year and then wage increases. I don't know about you, but my wages, I make different every year with overtime, with various things. So this is what I've asked them to address to correct this calculator, okay? So fingers crossed, they said they're going to, but I literally just had that conversation about probably 72 hours ago. All right, and then this would give you your pension estimate details. Your actual best thing to look at right now is your annual statement, which will give you your accrued benefits so far. That will be far more accurate than using this calculator, just to be aware of that, okay? So don't get frustrated with the pension calculator, because it comes up with some numbers that are not good simply because it doesn't work. So here's your pension estimates again. These are just various, and again, it breaks it down into how, they calculate it. Your annual statement, this is where I suggest you go. This actually has better information. So go to your, they should mail this to you as well. And the MEPP is in the CBA. I'm not going to bore you with all the absolute details of where you can find it, but it is in there. Just something that's a little unique. This entire pension committee, Miranda, myself, Stephen, Chris, we're actually a defined benefit committee. We do the MEPP because there's a need for it and to educate the members, but technically we're not official MEPP pension committee. So bear with us. We're still learning it too, but and I think that has to change as well. So you might want to, again, on your surveys for bargaining, there should be a MEPP pension committee form, like a specific that strictly deals with your pension. That's my 2 cents. Importance of improving the MEPP. So there is no unreduced early retirement similar to the legacy defined benefit pension plan. So for example, I can go at 55 with my 80 points and not eat the penalty counting down from 65, okay? Again, slightly different. Increasing the total contributions, we talked about that. You're at 12%, the legal limit is 18. You need to get there as fast as you can, okay? This would be the round of bargaining to get that, okay? Higher pension at age 65 also means members can better afford the 0.5% per month. So if you increase that contribution rate, then you might be able to retire earlier because you're making more money. So it's easier to eat it, okay? Increased contributions can be bargained at any collective agreement negotiations, and your current CBA expires March 31st, 2026. Although I think we might be going into bargaining a bit early. I don't know, but I have a hunch. Canada Pension Plan. I'm just going to touch on these really quick, and here's why I'm going to kind of gloss over these. Most of you are a fair distance away from retirement yet. I truly believe the CPP and OAS are going to see a lot of changes as time goes on. So we're talking about things here that aren't going to necessarily impact you till age 65, okay? So this is just CP rules. This is in your packet, so I'll let you delve into that. Like I said, this isn't 10 on this. And the one time I want to use the pointer. There it is. So this is average. So here we have our average. The average CPP benefit paid out is $758 per month in March 2024. The max is $1,364. I've probably processed 300 or 400 retirements in my local lodge now. And nobody gets this. I don't know what you have to do to get that max benefit, but it must be very impressive. Because most of the people I know are like me. They've been working since they're 15 or 16. But anyway, that's your average CPP monthly benefit, just to give you an idea of what you probably are going to receive. Okay. OAS, available to most Canadians starting at age 65. There is a clawback if you're making over 86,000, and it's completely clawed back if you're making over 142,000. Personally, working at Air Canada on the ramp, I don't have to worry about either one of those. Okay, not too concerned. I actually was looking more at this, the guaranteed income supplement. If my total income is below 21,624, make a little more than that, unfortunately. But there are other things are available. OAS, again, I just want to show you this. The max in 2024 is 713. Yes, that does stack with CPP. Okay, so you're looking at about 1,400 there. Now, I think I'm pretty close to our time limit here.